secret human experiments, dark government tests, and real stories of people used like disposable subjects. From the very first moment you hear these words, one thing becomes clear. History hides a brutal truth. For decades, governments, intelligence agencies, and military laboratories conducted human experiments in complete secrecy, tests so unethical and disturbing that the world was never supposed to discover them. But today, one by one, we expose the top 10 secret human experiments the public was never meant to know existed. As you listen, ask yourself, how many experiments are still hidden? And do you really believe these programs have stopped? We begin with experiment number 10, the Unit 731 atrocities. In the shadows of World War II, Unit 731 carried out biological warfare experiments on prisoners, civilians, and even children. Victims were infected with plague, cholera, anthrax, and dissected alive without anesthesia, all in the name of science. The disturbing truth: many of the scientists responsible were never punished. Instead, they were quietly given immunity in exchange for their data. This was not a rumor, it was real, and governments wanted it buried forever. Experiment number 9 moves us to the United States. The prisoner poison tests. For years, inmates were given chemical cocktails, radioactive substances, and psychological drugs without consent. They were told it was medical treatment, but behind closed doors, scientists analyzed how much damage the human body could endure. Many prisoners tried to speak out. Most were ignored. Some disappeared. Experiment number 8, the mind control sleep trials. To understand how long a human could remain awakened, what happens when the brain begins to break, military labs forced subjects to stay conscious for days, sometimes weeks, using stimulants, blinding lights, freezing water, and electric shocks. Test subjects reported hallucinations, paranoia, and complete dissociation from reality. Some never recovered. Experiment number 7 reveals something even darker: South American orphan experiments. In remote regions, foreign researchers tested vaccines, diseases, and sterilization procedures on orphaned children, believing no one would miss them. Decades later, survivors came forward. Their stories were horrifying. Their records had been erased. Experiment says the radiation infant tests. During the Cold War, hospitals secretly injected newborn babies with radioactive materials to study long-term effects on developing organs. The parents were told the injections were vitamin. Many of those babies grew up with severe health problems and never understood why. Experiment 5 focuses on the CIA's Psychic Soldier program. While it sounds like science fiction, declassified documents confirm it. The CIA spent years testing remote viewing, psychic spying, and telepathic communication. Subjects were isolated, drugged, and pushed into extreme mental states. The agency officially claims the program failed, but the most classified files remain sealed. Experiment number 4 is one of the most controversial: electroshock behavior modification. Mental institutions, military prisons, and even schools used high-voltage electricity to erase memories, reshape personalities, and reset the brain. Victims described waking up with lost identity, lost language, and lost memories of their own families. Some were treated like broken machines that needed to be reprogrammed. Experiment number 3, the military hybrid immunity tests. Soldiers were exposed to extreme temperatures, biological agents, synthetic chemicals, and nerve toxins to study survival limits, many collapsed. Some developed lifelong neurological damage. None could speak openly. Their records were classified under national security. Experiment number 2. The MKUltra subprograms you were never meant to know. Everyone knows MKUltra existed, but what the public never learned is that dozens of MKUltra subprojects tested mind-altering drugs on unsuspecting civilians in restaurants, train stations, hospitals, and universities. People suffered psychosis, breakdowns, and in some cases, death, without ever learning why. And now we reach number 1. Perhaps the darkest secret experiment ever discovered. The human weaponization trials across several countries. Scientists attempted to enhance strength, endurance, aggression, and pain tolerance by combining drugs, hormones, psychological torture, and sensory manipulation. The goal creates perfect soldiers who feel nothing. Many subjects lost their identity, became violent, or suffered irreversible damage. The files were destroyed, or so they claim. So now the real question remains: if these are just the experiments the world eventually discovered, how many secret programs are still happening right now? How many people are being tested on today without knowing it? Tell me in the comments. Do you believe governments truly stopped these experiments? Or do they simply hide them better now? If you want more dark mysteries, human psychology's secrets, and disturbing truths the world tries to bury, follow the channel and hit the like button. It helps this content reach more people who want to know the truth.